You saw the Snow White gal came out, and she's been harping on this and that and diversity, and now she's like, I think Disney's doing a great thing and all that. Oh, there you go. Wow, you had is that your screensaver? Jesus Christ.
So in August 2023, I can't remember this actress's name.
I can't either.
She came out
Very
making the new Snow
Rachel
White.
Zegler.
Thank you. And she says, I mean, the original cartoon came out in 1937, and evidently so. There's a big focus on her love story with a guy who literally stalks her. It was weird, she said. Sort of trashed the movie from 37. She said, like...
Yeah, I had a bit about this in my last special, about it's fucking, guess what? It's 75 plus years old. It's going to be a little fucking weird.
Yeah.
That's what happens. Shit, that's what progress is. Shit changes.
Yeah.
But
I think the people at Disney got to her and was like, you're killing your opportunities here. So this month she came out and said, the cartoon is so beloved. It's like a monumental moment in film history. All these amazing things that happened for that film made Disney what it is.
There you go.
She's like towing the line now because she realizes she just could lose $1 billion on this fucking movie.
Well,
my issue with the Snow White stuff, personally, is that just like, okay, there's a very narrow margin for what works as a hit, I think. Like, this movie, there's a reason it worked, right? Yeah. Anytime they try to change anything about it, it doesn't work. Look at the remakes. Like, you change anything. You change, like, the race of a character, it might not hit, right?
It's like a joke. You change one word.
You change one thing. It doesn't mean that this is good or this is bad. It's just like it worked at a certain time for a certain reason. Snow White has been a classic, right? So you're in a classic. The next thing you get, the line for whatever it is to hit or not hit is so fucking thin.
Yeah.
This is Disney you're fucking up with.
Yeah. And now we deal in absolutes. It's like Willy Wonka, 1978, had little people in it. That's abuse or whatever. And then you're like, well, Willy Wonka now has no midgets. That's unfair to midgets. Like, you can't.
Yeah, they don't get a lot of casting opportunities.
Yeah, the rules just keep changing, and then we keep yelling at people as if they're the devil over a decision. You're like, well, the rules change. I don't know. Like, look at Entourage. You ever watch Entourage? You're like, holy shit, I can't believe this shit went down. But at the time, it was completely normal, and everybody was dying to get on that show.
And guess what? Maybe that's like, isn't that your mission, that things change?
Yeah.
So,
and if you got to go back.
And I rewatch Entourage, and I crack the fuck up.
Yeah,
I think it's funny.
Funny's funny. But if you got to go back and find shit that's bad in 1937, maybe that's a good sign.
And guess what? Shit was bad in 1937.
Sure.
Shit was fucking not good. And then you think about all the stuff that's changed since. Of course, like, movies and art is a reflection of the society you're living in. Think about who had rights back then. Think about who had a lack of rights back then. Of course, shit is going to be different. You have to, think about how many movies in the 1940s don't have black people in them. Or 1950s, right? So, yeah, shit was different. You have to, have your blinders on a little bit.
Also, recognize that we were fucked up. And it's okay to recognize we were fucked up and admit it.
Yeah, that's all right.
We changed for the better.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you can't get mad about the change and then go back and go, but, like if a guy goes to jail for stealing a car and then he does his time, gets out, you can't go, but you stole that car. You're like, I know, I served 20 years.
Yeah. Right.
I'm trying to come out of prison and work at a grocery store, and now you're still mad about the car thing?
Yeah.
You hear that, women? Quit bringing up old shit.
Well, it's just funny that she's trashing it, but it's like, you're in it. I get that. Like, it's cool that she's speaking from her heart and being, honest. But at the same time, like,
is she though? That's the question.
Well, I think initially she was.
I don't know. I think she was trying to sound.
Oh, you think she was pandering?
I think she was pandering
maybe
to
she was.
another group.
Know.
Then.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe she was. Maybe you're right. Maybe she was pandering.
I mean, she is an actor.